Robert Plant is a name synonymous with rock and roll royalty, celebrated for his iconic role as the lead vocalist of Led Zeppelin. Born August 20th, 1948 in West Bromwich, England, Robert Anthony Plant embarked on a musical journey that reshaped the landscape of rock music and solidified his status as one of the genre's most influential and revered figures. In this video, we'll take a look at some of the more sad parts of his story, as well as a glimpse of his life today. Join Facts First as we present Robert Plant is 75 years old. How he lives today is sad. Serious car accidents. Robert experienced 2 significant car accidents in his life, both of which left him with serious injuries. The first occurred in 1975 while Plant and his family were vacationing in Rhodes, Greece. Their car skidded off the road and plunged down a hillside, resulting in Plant suffering a fractured ankle and elbow, as well as multiple cuts and bruises. The accident forced Led Zeppelin to cancel their North American tour plans that year and played a role in the band's decision to go on hiatus. The second car accident was in 1977 while Plant was vacationing on the Greek island of Jersey. This time he was driving with his wife Maureen and their children when the car collided with another vehicle. The accident resulted in more serious injuries, including a broken ankle and other fractures, along with more extensive recuperation time. These accidents not only disrupted Plant's career, but also had a profound impact on his physical well-being. But they also offered him opportunities for reflection and renewal, which eventually led to his successful solo career and a fresh musical direction. His parents were disappointed. Robert Plant's decision to leave school and pursue a career in music was a pivotal moment in his life, one that undoubtedly caused significant consternation for his parents. Born in 1948 in West Bromwich, Plant's early passion for music led him to leave school at age 16, a move that deeply upset his parents and challenged the conventional path they had envisioned for him. His father, Robert, worked in the civil service, and his mother, Annie, likely had dreams of a more stable and traditional future for their son. His departure from formal education was motivated by his unwavering love for music and a desire to pursue his dreams of becoming a professional musician. He joined a series of local bands, including the Band of Joy, and honed his skills as a vocalist and performer. A tragic loss. One of the most tragic and heart-wrenching events in Robert Plant's life occurred during his time with Led Zeppelin. While the band was on tour in 1977, he received devastating news that his 5-year-old son, Carrick, had suddenly fallen critically ill and passed away. The exact circumstances surrounding Carrick's death were kept private by Plant and his family, but it was a profoundly traumatic experience for him, and it left an indelible mark on his life and career. The loss of his young son had a profound impact on Robert, causing him to reevaluate his priorities and leading to the eventual dissolution of Led Zeppelin. The band's demanding touring schedule and rock and roll lifestyle had taken a toll on Plant, and the tragedy served as a wake-up call. It prompted him to step back from the music scene for a period of mourning and introspection. Despite the immense challenges he faced, Plant eventually found the strength to continue his musical journey, both as a solo artist and in collaborations with other musicians. He almost quit singing. In the early 70s, amidst the peak of Led Zeppelin's fame and success, Robert seriously contemplated quitting the band to pursue a career as a teacher. This surprising revelation came during a period when Plant was feeling increasingly disillusioned with the pressures and excesses of the rock and roll lifestyle. He had grown weary of the constant touring, immense public scrutiny, and the toll it was taking on his personal life. During his period of reflection after the tragic death of his son, he considered returning to his initial career path, which was teaching. Before joining Led Zeppelin, he had trained as a teacher and had even worked briefly in the profession. The idea of a more stable and normal life appealed to him, away from the chaos and intensity of the music industry. But he ultimately decided to stay with the band, largely because of his strong artistic connection with Jimmy Page and his love for music. No songwriting credits. Robert Plant is often celebrated for his powerful and distinctive voice that played a pivotal role in defining the sound of the band. But it's interesting to note that on Led Zeppelin's debut album, simply titled Led Zeppelin I, Plant didn't receive any songwriting credits. Released in 1969, this seminal record showcased the band's raw energy and blues-infused rock, setting the stage for their illustrious career. While the album predominantly featured compositions credited to Jimmy Page, John Paul Jones, and John Bonham, Plant's vocal prowess and lyrical interpretation were indispensable elements that contributed immensely to the album's success. His vocal range and emotional delivery were integral in establishing Led Zeppelin's signature sound. Although he didn't have songwriting credits on Led Zeppelin I, Plant's role as a lyricist and his collaboration with the rest of the band members became increasingly prominent in subsequent albums, contributing to the timeless appeal of their discography. Another death. Robert Plant, like the rest of Led Zeppelin, was deeply distraught and profoundly affected by the untimely death of the band's legendary drummer John Bonham in 1980. Bonham's passing marked the end of an era for Led Zeppelin and had a profound impact on Plant's personal and professional life. The bond between Plant and Bonham extended beyond their musical collaboration. They were close friends who had shared countless experiences on the road and in the studio. Bonham's death not only meant the loss of a dear friend, but also the end of Led Zeppelin as a band. The band members decided continuing without Bonham would be impossible, as his drumming was an essential and irreplaceable component of their sound. Throat issues. In 2007, Robert Plant underwent a vocal cord surgery that became a significant moment in his career. As a singer known for his powerful and distinctive voice, the surgery was a crucial step to address vocal issues that had developed over the years due to the strain of his extensive singing career. Following the surgery and a period of vocal rest and rehabilitation, Robert made a triumphant return to the music scene. He demonstrated that his voice remained as compelling and captivating as ever, showcasing its rich texture and range in both his solo work and collaborations with other artists. This surgical intervention not only preserved his ability to sing, but also served as a testament to his dedication to his craft. There were rumors he had a similar surgery in the 1970s, but that has not been confirmed. Plant recently. Over the past couple of years, Robert Plant has been actively involved in music through various collaborations and tours. One of his significant projects is with the cooperative Saving Grace, featuring Susie Dion, Ollie Jefferson, Tony Kelsey, and Matt Worley. Saving Grace scheduled a full UK tour in November 2023. In addition to this, he's been touring with Alison Krauss. They embarked on the Raising the Roof tour across North America, promoting their recent album Raise the Roof, released in 2021. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite song Robert Plant has sung on? Let us know in the comments section below.